welcome back to Two Brits Talk!
Yay! Hello.
Hi everyone! We got really good reception from our two biggest fans last time, Joe and Katie. We mentioned them on our previous podcast and they loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support. Your support and your sponsorship is what helps us keep recording, and that's great.
It is so great. As you can see, we feel very natural right now. So bear with us if we have a little silent moment, because we're still new to this podcast thing. You know, you might think that we're pros because our first episode did really well. 13 listens, 3 likes now.
Wow, this is epic.
Yeah, we're making it big.
But actually, my moments of silence aren't because I don't know what to say. It's actually because I'm just thinking so much about many things, and they're really just moments of silence for everyone in the world.
Moment of silence, please. And there you have it.
And what did you think about in that moment of silence?
Comment down below what you thought about.
I bet it wasn't as profound as what I thought about.
What did you think about, Phoebe?
Nothing. Okay, well, sorry for insulting you all. I bet they were lovely thoughts.
Yeah, I bet you guys are very smart and stuff. You know, whatever. Today, instead of being on a bus, we're in my living room and we're drawing.
We like drawing.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I can draw and speak, so I don't know how well this is going to go.
We'll take turns. One of us has a story, one of us draws, and then... Yeah, I think that's how it'll work.
Okay.
Okay. Who has a story to tell?
I don't think I do.
Okay, I will think of a story right now. Okay. What's a story I can tell? Okay, so Joe and Sam have been playing Minecraft a lot recently, and I'm subjected to everything they talk about. And it's literally just them spouting brain rot at each other. And it's quite horrific, actually. Not to say that I don't join in sometimes, because I do. I would be lying to myself and all of my loved ones if I claimed I wasn't a brain rot partaker. But hearing them partake in it, it influences me. And I say such things as... What the hell did I say today? I said something crazy. I said skibbity sauce. Or Sigma sauce, that's what I said.
Sigma sauce?
I did.
No.
It was awful. And then I was like... Joe says it all the time. I kept blaming it on Joe. Even though he's literally never said that in his life.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've said Sigma sauce before Joe said Sigma sauce. But... they've been obsessed with this new brain rot thing. I think you might have heard Joe mention it once or twice. The jonkler. It's just this image of a Joker illustration that's laughing.
Oh.
And they are obsessed with saying jonkler. So obsessed, in fact, that Sam... at some point went downstairs and Joe said, ask Mum what she thinks of jonkler. And Sam said, okay. And then he did, and then 30 minutes later, their mum came up and was speaking to them. Was like, what does that mean? You're asking me to have an opinion on it, but I don't know what it means, so you need to explain it to me. And Joe explained it. And now Joe's mum knows what jonkler is. And I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that the brain rot is spreading to 40-year-old women in Cornwall. I don't know how to feel about it, if I'm being honest.
Oh no.
And then I'm really, tempted to say brain rot things after hearing the two of them just spout it at each other for like hours on end.
Yeah.
Because that's all they say. They don't say anything of value to each other besides the occasional, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. But they'll be playing for like 5 hours at a time sometimes on Minecraft.
Yeah.
And they're just saying, the jonglers sold me fen. The jongler, don't ring jongler at 3 a.m. Gone wrong challenge. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But I also partake.
Yeah.
And then I make Joe feel the way that I do, because he's influenced me and he's realised what he's done.
That's how I end up with Lola as well, though.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of specific examples. I don't think our brain rot is quite as... It's more unique words that we're making ourselves, but it's still brain rot territory.
Oh, yeah.
But quite a lot of the time it's just saying things like, guess what? And then saying some random words. I don't really know what the words would be. And this was more like last year's brain rot. I think it was resurfacing, going around on TikTok, this like audio of David Tennant when he was a doctor saying like random words, and we just say it to each other all the time, a lot of times. And then I think we said it once or twice over this holiday recently, and my older sister was like, don't start that again.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Don't do that again.
She knew the brain rot was coming. It was a lot. I do remember it being a lot, but you know.
Sometimes you just need to tap into the brain rot though and you'll be free. But then you feel really ashamed sometimes afterwards.
And it does make you feel like sometimes I do have to tell Lola to stop, because I do feel myself going insane. She'll just say random words to me, which, you know, I used to do a lot. But then I just go, what is happening right now?
That's how I felt when I, like in was it June? It might have been June, when I played Fortnite a lot with Sam, and while Joe was at work, and I was left alone with this 13-year-old boy, and we didn't have any actual conversations, and he would introduce me to new brain rot terms for Joe to come back home to after a really tough day at work. And I'd greet him and I'd say, skibbity slicers. And he said, what is that? I was like, Sam taught it to me. I don't know what it is. But he's been saying it all day long and I've been saying it now. I think the lesson is, don't interact with a 13/14-year-old. Because you will be brain rotted.
But I mean, quite a lot of the brain rot that Lola was saying to me, it was just brain rot I've been reciting to her for many years. So yeah, I think I'm a bad influence.
You're the bad guy.
Duh.
This is a musical podcast now.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're gonna get copyright striked and taken down.
We're too big for that. We're gonna have to we can sue them.
Sue who?
Everyone.
Everyone? Who is someone in the world that if you could sue, you would? And what would it be for? Like, just someone you'd want to take down. What a question.
Oh, no, this is I don't have the brains to think out something on the spot.
It's a little exercise.
I have no idea.
That's fine.
Can you think of anyone?
I'll think of one. I want to sue Nigel Farage.
Oh,
Farage.
Okay. Well, I agree already.
I want to sue him for that cameo he did. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Back onto the subject of brain rot. Nigel Farage is the reason that brain rot is influencing the youth, and that's what I would sue him for, because he has a cameo that's like very popular with the kids these days, and it went somewhat viral, I'd say, where he goes, Sigma, Sigma on the wall, who's the skibbiest of them all, and then he says some other shit, but that's the main bit. That's the bit that would be used in evidence in court against him. And that would be the reason no one should vote for him, because...
Well, it's more reasons why, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
I would just find reasons to sue most UK politicians.
I think that sounds good.
Thank you. I'm drawing a little, she looks like she's wearing like lederhosen for girls. So I'm drawing a little German girl, and she's wearing a little plaid, or no, what's it called? Gingham dress and a poofy top. I'm gonna give her clogs, I think.
It looks lovely.
Oh, thank
For
you.
our audio listeners, it's in pen, black pen, just so you can visualize it. Sorry, I can't speak.
It's in black pen, and that just kind of shows how fearless I am. I'm going straight in with black pen.
That was a little Taylor Swift reference for one of our favourite listeners.
Our biggest fan, number one fan, Caitlin. Oh, I can't dox her full name. I was about to. That would be bad. That would reveal so much.
Of fans would come calling.
Our 13 fans. It would be like
13.
Our 13 listeners. 13 reasons why.
No, it was another Taylor Swift.
I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I'm sorry.
13 reasons why. Yes.
Do you think this podcast is going to be someone's 13th reason why?
I think it could lead to that point. If we keep building this amount of success, just think about our influence to the greater world.
I mean, true. Last episode we did kind of encourage everyone to be really vulnerable about their about their insecurities and stuff within the first 5 minutes.
Just exposed
to the darkest stuff about ourselves. They were like, I want pudding.
Yeah, I think it was back when we started talking about custard.
Joe gave us a bit too much of a serious topic to start out with, but it did eventually come to the more unserious topic, which
Wait, what was the topic?
Just childhood stories.
Oh, see, I forgot that he even suggested that, and I was like, what? Avocado on toast is too serious of a topic.
I think it might be. People feel very passionate about avocado on toast, I think.
I mean, we proved that.
Yeah, we did prove that. We got a lot of hate messages, actually, about our opinions on avocado on toast. We deleted them.
Oh, quickly.
Very quickly.
I mean, actually, no, we didn't get any hate.
No, we're perfect. We're the perfect podcasters.
Yep. My stomach grumbled.
I heard it.
Maybe we should be called the Hungry Podcast.
We just talk about food every single episode. Yeah. I mean, that might be true.
That is a podcast theme, and that we don't want to get sued, but there's many podcasts where they just talk about food. I'm thinking of one in particular, so we don't want to get sued by them.
Yeah, no free promo. Yeah. We're not going to name them. No naming.
Oh, they're definitely not as big as us, though.
Oh, of course not. I think we're on track to becoming the podcast of the year at the podcast Emmys.
I think so. I mean, I'm excited for podcast Emmys. I got my dress picked out and stuff.
Oh, do describe your dress for the audio listeners at home.
So, it's ombre. Starts light pink at the top, goes down into like magenta at the bottom. It's got like a big, huge, puffy tulle skirt.
Oof.
Giant, puffy, big like shoulder pads. Shoulder pads. I've got shoulder pads. It's a very like triangular bodice that goes into like a point basically. My tiny little waist.
Ooh, so snatched and teeny.
And then poofs out with this giant big poof tulle skirt. And I'm gonna wear my hair in two ponytails that go straight up.
Oh!
Like just straight into the air.
How separated are they? Are they like really close together on the top of your head, or are they like kind of on the sides and they like point out like ears?
About this. No, so both of them are good options because they're kind of like antennae. But do I want the vibe of just straight up or... Okay, we're going to bring this to podcast listeners, my lovely audio listeners. Should I wear my hair straight up or going out to the side slightly, if you can picture that?
Yeah, so like out to the sides, kind of like Pikachu ears. That kind of vibe, or straight up like a little cartoon character getting shocked and hair shooting straight up into the air. Tell us the vibe that Phoebe should go for the podcast Emmys. And
then shoes, I'll be wearing my docs. And I think that's some jewellery as well.
Oh, of course, obviously.
But nothing too much because I don't want to bring it away from the hair, the dress.
Yeah, which is the main star of the show.
Yeah, and I'm quite excited about it. Yeah, and I think our outfits together, they really complement each other.
Oh wait, should I go into my outfit?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay, so my outfit is kind of like a compliment to Phoebe's. So she was talking about an ombre, pink and...
magenta.
Oh, that's beautiful. So mine is more of a green vibe, you know.
It's kind of a little...
like...
a little brown.
Wait, it's kind of like how we're dressed right now.
Wait, actually no, it is. Wait, it is.
We'll go into that later. We'll get into our outfits later. But right now we're talking about podcast Emmy outfits. So mine would be a lime green that ombres into a forest green.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And Phoebe's is she's got a tulle aspect to it. Mine is going to be a bit more opposite than that. It's going to be very like hardware and very like not a floaty aspect to it.
Oh, I just realised I completely drew this wrong. What am I drawing? Actually, no, I have it. Sorry, I interrupted. I'm fine.
No,
okay,
it's okay. So instead, I'm gonna be wearing a green leather blazer with golden hardware.
Nice.
And then the skirt bit is gonna be the forest green aspect, and that's gonna be made of a nice curtain material, you know, very stiff, but that's the idea.
And it's very like just kind of is it gonna be more like a material curtain or like those like very like... Actually, no, I'm just thinking of things that aren't curtains. Okay, right, I'll let you continue.
So, it's a bit stiff. It's got some structure to it. Phoebe's the flow, I'm the structure. You know?
That's what they say about us.
That's what they say about us. That's what they say about this podcast. Phoebe's got the flow, I've got the structure. So that we're going to present that through our outfits.
I don't know if they'd say that today with my podcast performance.
No, don't think about the haters. See, that's the haters.
Yeah.
That's the haters getting to you. Don't think about that. Because we've got two very strong supporters.
True.
Interrogate.
They're who I do this for, so...
Yeah, same. So, yeah, I've got my very structured, very, like, intimidating outfit. And I'm going to be wearing some... So Phoebe's got her docs. And that's kind of her contrast to her own outfit.
Mm.
You know, she's got a hard shoe to her flowy outfit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be wearing a flowy shoe. If you can picture that.
Shoe?
I'm going to be wearing flippers.
Wait, you're going to look so good.
I'm going to look like a little mermaid with a leather jacket.
Oh my gosh. When we go up on that stage...
Oh, people will not be ready.
Jeez.
My hair is going to be not pointing upwards like Phoebe's. I'm going to put so much gel in my hair, but I'm going to point it downwards. And depending on what everyone says, if she should go point outwards, up and outwards, or just straight up, I will do something that correlates with me. So I will either do downwards, like straight downwards, or I will go downwards and out at the end, depending on the vibe that our fans are giving us. And of course there's makeup, but I won't reveal that yet. You know, we gotta keep some things for ourselves.
True.
But that's what I'll be wearing at the podcast Emmys.
I mean, you'll see it when the podcast Emmys happen.
Yeah, you need to be a bit patient.
Yeah.
Don't be too eager. Be mindful and grateful.
Some would say...
Be...
Demure.
Word of the week, guys. Demure. I don't actually know if it's this week or the week before that was the word.
All the weeks just blend into one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it came around the week before last week or even before that. But no, cause I think, didn't you say you found out about the word when we met up at...
Oh yeah.
Natty's?
Yeah, I found out about it when we went thrifting. So that was 2 weeks ago.
So, and I think it was around a little while before then.
Okay, so it would have been 2 weeks from right now. Yeah.
So I don't know why we needed to do a little deep dive on when Demure became a thing, but I'm sure you found it entertaining and important, so...
Yeah, well, it's a little time capsule, you know, and if people are wondering, when did the Demure meme happen? They'll come to this podcast episode and they'll be like, oh, it happened 2 weeks before they uploaded this. Okay, that really helps.
Yeah.
So, we're dating it right now. That's when it happened, so...
Now everyone will know.
Yeah, they will.
This drawing has not gone very well, guys. I can't multitask. It was meant to be what I can see in front of me, which is a candle holder with a big hair clip. What do you kind of...
Claw clip.
Claw clip inside the candle holder, like where the wax melt would go. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a sellotape, like, dispenser next to it. But those are tricky things to draw, and I just looked up and then looked back down, and it looks a bit silly. But, you know, I've started... It's not about accuracy. This is something that actually has been very fun. It's just about capturing the feeling and the vibe and the energy of the object so you can see, which is just something I'm going to say forever when things go slightly wrong, but it's also fun to do in general as an intention.
I feel like you sounded like a life drawing teacher just then. Capture the vibe.
Oh, yes.
I love life drawing teachers when they say stuff like that.
I mean, I think it actually is good in a way, because you're not, especially with like this, like not worrying about accurately capturing something, but the feeling of it, so when you look at it, it's more like how you'd feel when you look at it rather than the accuracy of it, because you could just take a picture which would capture the accuracy, but a drawing, you know, you can capture more.
I agree with you. I think that capturing the vibe rather than trying to be 100% accurate in your drawing is a lot more important, because that's what makes it uniquely yours. And
I think that's something that you're really very good at, and that I've sometimes got too caught up in details, but I think you've always been very consistent in capturing the vibes of stuff, and also just like now, just like drawing in pen and being cool.
Oh, Phoebe, thank you. That's very sweet. I don't care about details like at all, which is helpful in what you just said. Like, it means I don't get caught up in things, but sometimes I feel like I get like I rush too much, and I don't care about the details when I should be, but I just don't care for details most of the time. You can get things across that doing all the details, but sometimes it makes things look unfinished sometimes. But I don't care what lecturers say, because they're silly and annoying, and they screw with your artistic self-worth. I love all the drawings you've been doing recently, Phoebe.
Thank you.
In your sketchbook. They've all been very lovely and colourful and very loose, which I know you've been wanting to try and do.
Thank you.
And I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
For being more loose.
It's been very fun, and I feel more confident with it, and I hope that I continue to keep doing that through uni, and I'm not like going back to being more precise and stuff, because I feel like that mindset is very much from being more accurate and precise is like better, and I need to do my best, but that isn't always the case. I think doing loose drawings in pen and stuff like is just as valuable and good, and you don't need to be super hyper rendered and accurate for something to be good.
Yeah.
But I've been loving the stuff that you've been doing as well, and your digital stuff's been looking really good, and like the way you combine it with
thank you
images. It's been very lovely.
Oh, thank you so much, Phoebe.
You're very welcome. Oh, this has become a sentimental podcast.
This is the sentimental podcast, guys.
I can't speak.
You can. You're speaking right now.
I get my letters all mixed up.
D-shirt.
Today, I said D-shirt instead of T-shirt. It's been a bad day.
As soon as you said D-shirt, your opinion of the day has gone straight down the drain.
I mean, what would be the better letter for T-shirt? I feel like D-shirt isn't good. What would it be good if it wasn't T?
If it wasn't T.
I mean, it's T because we established it looks like a T.
Yeah, it's shaped like a T, that's why it's called that. But if we just got rid of that fact...
What about a P-shirt?
Oh, like P.
That's a little bit naughty.
Naughty. Naughty. Yeah, inside joke, guys, you wouldn't get it.
But you're well jealous, though.
You're well jealous of our friendship.
When we win the Emmys, though, like, the full Emmys, like, podcast Emmys.
We're gonna win the entirety of the Emmys, just you guys wait.
We'll reveal what that inside joke is while we're on stage.
We need to remember that we talked about us going to the Emmys, and, like, when the Emmys actually happen, I need to edit a cover where we win the Emmys in the outfit. Ah! We should draw our outfits that we described.
Yes!
Right now? We were drawing right now. Maybe we could.
We could. But then probably draw it again.
Yeah.
A little sketch now.
Yes, a little preliminary sketch. And then it'll be finished when the Emmys or podcast Emmys actually happen.
Yeah.
And then...
Is the podcast Emmys an actual thing?
Let me look at my iPad.
Guess what? We're going to tell you another story. Well, I'm going to tell you the story. How many... You know what the story is.
I already know what you're talking about because I said iPad.
Yeah. And suddenly our brains connected.
Yes.
They went buzzing. So, how many years would have this... Was this around Christmas time? 2022, I want to say.
Yeah,
that's awful.
That is awful time. That's only been 2 years ago.
Oh my god. So we were going to see Avatar 2 at the cinema.
Spent £19.
Yeah, we were going to see Odeon, and I mean, I actually didn't want to pay £19 to go and see Avatar, but it was in my I'm making friends and I love these people so much.
Yes.
I want to see everything moment. And it was also before I realised there was a Cineworld.
Oh yeah.
But actually watching Avatar in the nice seats was good.
It was good. A 3-hour movie is somewhat justifiable in the Odeon.
Yes. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Oh, jeez. Anyways, so Ashleigh's phone, it was a cold day. It was a cold day.
Mm-hmm.
Ashleigh's phone couldn't take it anymore. It started shivering and it gave up. It wouldn't turn on. And Ashleigh needed a device for her ticket. So she brought her iPad. Like a lovely little iPad kid. She went up to the front desk and she said, "Here, sir, please scan my ticket on my iPad." And the guy said, "There you go."
Mm-hmm.
He scanned it and we went to see the movie. It's just quite a lovely moment.
It was a lovely moment. The first time that we hung out, like, outside of just going to Nadia's house. Was that the first time? I feel like one of the first.
I think so.
Yeah, and I had to bring my fucking iPad with me because my phone was just broken. I eventually figured out how to turn it back on when I got back home.
Because, I mean, it's still running well now.
Yeah.
Many years later.
Mm.
Oh, that's awful. I hate time.
Yeah, that
I
is
freaking hate time.
That is horrible. But yeah, that's a classic lore dump.
Mm.
I went to go see Avatar 2 with my iPad because I wanted to appease my new friends. But I also just wanted to go. It gave us a little fun moment to think about. Would that trip be as memorable if I didn't have my iPad?
Honestly, no.
Probably not, to be honest. I mean, we'd still be like, oh...
We wouldn't be bringing it up right now.
No. There
Like,
would be a story to tell. Oh, we just went to see Avatar 2.
The only time it would be brought up is if we, like, rewatched the film, we'd be like, oh, we saw that together for the first time.
Yeah?
But apart from that, you know.
Mm.
So...
Yeah.
Moral of the story is...
Bring your iPad.
Bring your
with you.
iPad.
Bring your iPad places instead of your phone. It'll give you a story to tell.
Yeah, and I mean, you could lie and say that your phone is, like, broken, and that will, like, add to the story. I mean, only you will know that you're actually lying, and you just got the idea from the best-selling podcast, you know.
I've found information about the podcast Emmys.
Uh-huh.
There isn't podcast Emmys, but there is podcast awards.
Ah.
The People's Choice Podcast Awards, better known as the Podcast Awards, are global awards given annually to the best podcast as voted by the general public.
Oh, well, that will be ours soon.
It will be ours soon. So the nominations begin on a set date.
Mm.
and continue for 30 days. Listeners can continue shows. Nominate. The word continue is not there at all. Listeners can nominate. I had a moment. Listeners can nominate shows from 20 categories over the 30-day period once a day. Podcasts have had to pre-register in order to participate.
Have we registered?
Let me get the file up. Two Brits Talk, which only has 1 episode and 13 listens, is nominated. Yeah. So you guys have better be voting for us.
I mean, we've already won anyways, basically.
I mean, yeah, with our outfits. If we don't win, we win the fashion awards.
For sure. But
we are winning, so you know, no competition really.
Yeah.
Podcasts have register, blah, 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 blah. After the 30 days of nomination, Podcast Connect Committee will review all the nominations over a 15-day period and a slate announced. Once up to 10 nominees in each category have been established, the final voting slate is released.
Damn.
Voting in this round are selected by a panel of judges as outlined in the Podcast Awards rule. Imagine being a judge for the Podcast Awards. Like, what credentials do you need?
Yeah, what does that actually entail as well?
Do you have to be a pro podcast listener?
You have to be, like, amazing at listening to things. Well, actually, quite a lot of podcasts also have visuals. So
Yeah.
Is there going to be a category where they have to look at the visuals as well? So the visuals pay... Is there, like, one for, like, the best set or something?
Let's see. Categories. People's Choice.
I mean, we have the best set.
That is true. Guys, do you like our set?
And we always think to cater to our audio listeners.
Always. We're always talking to our audio listeners, making sure that they're getting visuals if, like, they need it to be captured for them. We've got Best Produced, and then they've got Best Video Podcast.
See? That's what I'm saying.
Best Mobile Podcast. What does that mean?
Does that mean, like, mobile, like, moves around?
Oh, yeah, probably. Arts, Business, Comedy. Oh, these are just categories now. Comedy, Education. I think we'd win in all of these. We cover all of this shit.
Yeah.
Arts. We're talking about art.
Yeah.
Business. We need to get on that, actually.
Well, actually, we could talk about some of our business endeavours. I mean, this technically is a business endeavour.
Okay.
We are kind of, like, making the monies. I mean, I'm not going to brag.
Yeah, We're humble guys.
Humble queens.
Okay, so now we've covered the business category, so we're eligible for that. Comedy, I mean, we're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
We're hilarious.
That's done.
Education, you do learn things from us, I'm sure.
Comment what you learned last episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have learned a lot about our deepest, darkest.
Oh yeah.
Insecurities.
Yeah.
And also
within the first 10 minutes.
Salmon nibbles.
Salmon nibbles.
I bet you didn't know about salmon nibbles.
A lot of people didn't know about salmon nibbles.
No.
So, and then there's general. We're kind of general. Games and hobbies. Oh, we should talk about video games, actually. Food and drink.
Oh, no, that would actually be good.
Yeah, we should do that. Food and drink. Already done that. Tick. We're definitely getting nominated for that.
Wait, there's a category just called food and drink?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense. For some reason in my head, food and drink didn't mean food and drink. And I was kind of just thinking that food wasn't the word food, and it was just, like, another word for drink, so it was just like talking about liquid.
We need a liquid podcast. Ooh, liquid podcast. LGBTQ. Well,
I guess we've got that covered too. Maybe.
We're not going to reveal why, but you can make up your own decision on why we're an LGBTQ friendly podcast.
Are we friendly?
We're an LGBTQ unfriendly podcast. Not because we're homophobic, but just because we're unfriendly.
Yeah.
Health podcast. I talked about my late period last episode. Mature?
Well, we're mature people.
Yeah.
Very mature and demure and mature.
A new word.
I feel
mature.
like mature is more meaning like explicit mature.
Should we say something explicit?
Yeah.
Penis. Oof, that was a bit far.
That was a bit far.
Gosh, but it will get us on the mature thing. They're gonna be so shocked. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we need to get them nominated for the mature." I was not expecting that from them. Sex. Oh.
No one was expecting that.
No.
It's okay.
Okay, I was gonna say something explicit, but I think I need to save it for the next episode. We can only say so much.
Yeah, an explicit jump scare.
Yeah, every now and again. Okay, news and politics. I talked about Nigel Farage.
Did talk about politics.
Music? We sang.
Did we talk about songs as well? No, we didn't.
I think we sang earlier. Did we not sing? You talked about
sing.
You
I don't know if we.
Should we sing?
I don't think we sung anything.
Oh, you talked about Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's it then.
Religion and spirituality. We haven't talked about that. That's a bit. Maybe that's the one.
The one thing.
We can be greedy. We can't have everything to
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, someone else can have the religion and spirituality
Yeah.
stuff. Unless we do actually end up talking about it and then it's ours.
Yeah, maybe we talk about just our whole belief system. I could talk about how in primary school, in the summer holidays, I went to this Christian club for a week, purely because my friend was away on holiday, and it meant that I got free food and got to play with stuff and other people, and obviously then I had to do the mandatory work about God, but that was okay because at least I got to play hopscotch.
Yay! Hopscotch! I love Jesus. Hopscotch.
I'd say, yes, I love God. And then get free food.
That's a good take on religion and spirituality.
Yeah.
I believe in Jesus so that I can play hopscotch and get food.
Yeah. I remember that. See, I don't think I was even that social there. I remember, setting up the hopscotch and stuff, by myself. I'm pretty sure I was mainly just... But I was happy.
Good!
I was going for that free food and just the out-of-my-house environment.
Aww.
And I think I might have, been... I did speak to other people. Because, I was a child and socialising was a lot easier then.
It was a lot easier. Speaking of childhood, us going through all of our childhood pictures for this podcast.
It has been amazing.
It has been amazing. I got to see child Phoebe, I feel like for the first time ever. You were so cute!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like I glowed down.
Stop!
Well, no, actually, I think I glowed down and up again. I feel like I'm in a circle and I'm starting to dress and not look like, but embody my younger self once more.
Yes.
And it's actually quite nice and lovely, and it's so cool looking back at my old outfits and just being like, those are so epic.
Yes.
And I look, you kind of want that necklace that says princess.
We need to find you that.
There was another beaded one, and it had little flower beads, and I was like, I want that, and it's something I would genuinely wear now. I really wish it was still around. And a lot of the clothes I was wearing is stuff that if it fit me now, I would genuinely want to wear, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Which, in a way, if you think about it, is kind of the clothes that my parents bought for me is now. But also, it's not the same because those kind of clothes, I feel like the vibes of them aren't being made anymore. So it's also the growing times as well.
Mm-hmm. You have to... I feel like since we've been like sending each other childhood pictures, on Vinted, I've been finding like mainly skirts, that like kind of give me the vibe of clothes we would wear in those pictures, just because of the colors and then the patterns. I'm like, oh my god, should we just at some point go for it and just buy a bunch of clothes that like embody our childhood outfits, and then just...
I want to.
We should do it sometime, just bite the bullet and go for it, because it would be fun. I mean, I've got some stuff that like my childhood self would like, but I'm not like fully embraced it, because I have a picture of myself in a fucking bright pink jumpsuit, and that's awesome. I wish I had that, but I don't. And also, we had a bunch of childhood pictures that aligned with each other's, which was cool.
Yeah.
But that's just us having been raised in the UK and then having very similar like hallmarks of UK childhood being recorded and pictured. So it's not that much of a coincidence, but it's still cool.
We also had pictures taken in the same like landmarks, which isn't like that... Oh, I bent my sketchbook page, how horrible. Isn't that unbelievable, because, you know, they are like landmarks and stuff, but it's still cool to think about that we've been in the same places at different points in time, and the fact that like you would have had to have driven through where I live at that point in time. Like, we were in close proximity, we just didn't even know it.
Exactly.
That kind of stuff is...
crazy.
Mind-boggling.
My mind is boggled and I feel crazy right now. So crazy.
So crazy. And we thought about how... when we look back at these pictures, we're almost sometimes like we have to remind ourselves that these people we're looking at are us. Like, in my brain, sometimes I look at little Phoebe, and little Phoebe just feels so separate to me now. But it's so weird to think that little Phoebe is me. Just thinking about it now makes me feel weird.
I know, me too.
I am little Phoebe.
I am little Ashleigh.
Yeah.
It's really weird to think about, because like these memories exist in a vacuum that is a picture.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can actually remember it.
Yeah.
So...
And then when I look at something, I go, oh, like... I remember that, but how much are you remembering? You're not actually... You're vaguely remembering, like... You recognize the place you're in. You said this, but you're not, like... You're not actually remembering being there. And, like... accurate moments that what happened, but... It's very interesting to think about.
Yeah. Memories are weird. I feel like I don't remember my childhood. That's gonna be so iconic. We're gonna look back on episode 100 and we're gonna be like, oh my god, humble beginnings. The first sentence of the podcast was, I think I don't remember my childhood.
Well, we learned that we actually do remember a lot. It's just... you have to dig deeper into it to remember the moments.
Yeah.
It's so epic.
It's so epic. so epic.
Well, should we recap what we drew?
Yes, I think we should.
Okay. You go first.
Well, I drew my, it started out as me, but then as I drew her outfit, I was like, oh, this is not me.
It started out as you and it turned into a German girl.
Oh, it turned into a German girl wearing a fluffy outfit and then a big skirt, and then she's got bendy arms and bendy legs, and she's got big ass clogs on.
I love it.
She's got her arms behind her back because I didn't want to draw her hands. You know, a little classic drawing move. Drawing move.
Yes.
And I drew some little highlighter silhouettes that I was gonna draw like little characters in them, and I might still do it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe this podcast still has 10 billion minutes left, but it might not. You just have to wait and find out if we end it soon or not. So
that's spooky.
That is spooky. And then one of the highlighter silhouettes is orange, and then the other two are yellow.
That's pretty nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Your turn.
Well, I drew what I described earlier. A candle holder with a hair claw and a sellotape dispenser. I drew it in highlighter pen, this pastel purpley colour and pastel pink, and then just another blue pen, and it's kind of distorted. It's like a little bit inaccurate, and it's not like amazing, but it's fine. It was fun. I drew it, and now I might draw something else, because I've drawn that now.
Yeah, now we have to think of something else to draw. That's so fun. I love drawing.
I do. I bent my page, and that's kind of annoying.
Oh no.
Oh, and I bent that page too. Oh no. No! It's okay. It doesn't matter.
It's okay. Remember. The 5th of November.
Do you know what happened on the 5th of November?
I farted.
And is that why everything blew up?
Yeah. Guy Fawkes farted at Parliament.
So, talking about brain rot.
Did I just create new brain rot? Yes.
Yes.
New rewriting history with brain rot, aka just farts.
Fart rot.
People need to embrace that farts and just potty humor is funny.
People need to fart more.
No, literally though. And embrace it and announce it.
It's sometimes some of the most fun and just like amazing moments that bring our friendship together. Like, think about the times that we've met up and one of us has farted.
And
it's just been one of those like really community just like driven moments that really brings us all together.
Wait, I feel so safe in the farting community right now.
It's a nice place to be.
It really is. I do genuinely feel like us talking about farts in a roundabout way has brought us closer as friends.
Honestly, it has, but I feel like it comes hand in hand. Like, when you start making friends, you want to be polite, and farting is looked down upon, so you're not going to show this to your friends. And the closer you get, the more you reveal about each other. It's like...
The more you reveal that you fart too.
Yeah, it's like a sign of trust, which really is poetic and beautiful. Have you really thought about this? Like, farts are beautiful.
Farts are a beautiful expelling of gas.
A sign of trust and companionship.
Yes! Oh my god! And they're green.
They are green, and that's quite nice.
That's quite nice, because that's very Brat Summer.
Oh. Ooh. I've had a very Brat Summer.
Do you want to get into that?
So, I spent most of my summer working and then going home and doing nothing. Oh, we had like 2-3 weeks in a row where we would play Fortnite online together. And then the other time I would probably just procrastinate and not really do much, which is very brat summer.
That is very brat. Ignoring your responsibilities. Yep. I basically did the same thing, except I didn't have a job. I just stayed at home, and the thing that made me feel productive was doing chores.
Yes.
I learned that I really, really like doing laundry. Like, I am... Once I figure out that I have a way I like doing a chore, I become very neurotic about it, and when Joe has a different way of doing the chore and I'm involved in the chore, I get very antsy. So if it rains outside while the laundry is out, he won't care as much as I do. I care a lot. I do not want my clothes getting rained on at all, even if it's just for 2 minutes. Well, no, that's fine. But, like, if it's longer than 10 minutes, I start to get scared. And I'm like, I need to take that out. And Joe's like, it's fine. And I'm like, no. Because then the nice smelling little laundry pod isn't going to be there. It's going to be rain smell.
Yeah, rain smell could be nice too. No, actually that's wrong. The rain smell, the more nice smell is just the outdoorsy smell. Although sometimes it can smell like smoke. Anyways, I'm glad.
I'm glad too. I don't know what for, but I'm just glad.
I'm glad you found your thing, and that thing is laundry.
Thank you.
Laundry is nice. Now I'm not working, I'm also just procrastinating my time by cleaning and organising my room. Which, like, once again, like, you have to organise and clean up your room every single day. Why do we have to get ready every single day? Like, I have wasted so much of my time just restarting my little character, which is me, for the day. How are we meant to have a life and also live?
I don't know. I really don't have any idea. I mean, we're managing it. It's not like we're dead.
No.
Because if we're dead, that means we haven't managed it. But we're managing it. So I think we're doing an okay job at doing it. But it's annoying that getting ready for the day takes time. Because
I enjoy it though as well.
Other things. Yeah, no, getting ready is fun.
Yeah. Apart from sometimes, like, I'm like, I don't want to go in a shower. And it's not even because, like, I don't. It's more just, like, a mind thing. I'm like, I can't get up. But that's also just a brain rot thing, and also just a bad brain thing.
I know, yeah. I was like that. I messaged you saying, like, I need to get myself together, which basically just meant I need to shower because I'm gross. And on my period, guys. I mentioned my late period. I'm on my period. Yay!
Yes!
My cycle was 68 days long.
Everybody cheer for Ashleigh!
Yes! Well, thanks for screaming for me, guys. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I can hear you guys from here.
It's like putting a seashell up to your ear and hearing the ocean, but instead it's
Thank
our
you,
thousands of fans.
We're so happy you're bleeding.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Do you want me to blow your mind?
Blow my mind.
Do you know when you listen to put your ear to a seashell? That's not the sea.
Wait, what?
That's not the sea.
What was it?
It's just the air circulating around the shell in your ear.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Don't apologise for facts.
Santa isn't real. No! Shit! Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Shit.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. No, everyone please turn your ears off.
Please don't listen. Santa is real.
I still believe in him.
I still believe in him.
Like, I know he's not, but this Christmas just gone was like the first. I have younger siblings as well as older siblings. Was the first Christmas that my younger sibling didn't want to put like a carrot and a mince pie out for Santa and Rudolph.
Oh gosh.
I did.
Good.
I did, and I got a picture next to it because I wanted to feel like a child again, which is something I have gotten better with now. But I think I'll still do that this Christmas too, I think.
Aww.
Because why not?
Oh, if you're gonna do it, I'll do it too.
Yes.
And then I'll send you a picture.
I'll send you a picture.
Aw, how sweet.
What liquid did you put out for Santa? What was his drink?
We put out milk.
Oh, ours was always whiskey.
Oh, that's lovely. My parents wouldn't have whiskey because my parents don't drink.
Oh.
Like, ever.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so they're like, milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess my dad liked me doing putting the mince pie and the whiskey out this year because it was another excuse for I still want to know how they get like the bite marks in the carrot. They won't tell me though.
We should interrogate and ask how it's done.
I think we should interrogate my parents in a very scary manner.
Really scary?
Burst into the house to go, right.
Bang on the door.
We want answers! Let me in!
This is the first time you've ever met me in person and it's like this.
We sit them down next
Dark
to each
room.
other.
Yeah.
I don't want to... I just say, sit there, be quiet. I don't do anything else because I don't want to time a parent.
Yeah, no, just tell them to sit down and deal with it. Just sit down.
Then it goes really quiet. It's dark.
There's a bright
They can't
light.
look at each other because they're just having to look at us.
Yeah.
We go.
Who's good? Oh, good cop, bad cop. Ooh.
Who's who?
I don't know.
You speak first and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Okay.
So, we know about this little secret that you're keeping from my good colleague here, Phoebe, and it has to do with a carrot, and it has to do with Christmas time. Care to elaborate? Do you know anything? Do you know what I'm talking about? Shaking your head, of course you don't know about it. See, I know you're lying, Paul.
You're lying!
Oh, calm down, Phoebe. Calm down. We'll get to the truth eventually. I put my hand on your hand, which you've clasped into a fist, and I bring it back down to the table. Calm down. We'll get to the answers eventually. Let me handle this.
What did it like audio fanfic?
I guess I'm good cop and you're bad cop. I think we figured it out.
Okay. Right. So, I start speaking now.
Okay.
I get face level, with the eyes of my father. I go, that carrot. Every Christmas I'd come down and that carrot would have a big bite mark out of it. Now, I know there was no sleigh. I know there was no Rudolph. I know you gobble that mince pie. How did that carrot, that big carrot...
Don't cry, Phoebe, it's okay.
get bite marks out of it?
A tear rolls down your face. Your father, like, puts his head down in shame, shakes it.
I can't go on. I turn to Ashleigh and she takes over.
I take over. Okay, so Paul is he's not able to talk right now. He's in too much shame. He can't face his daughter. I think I've lied to her. So I look to Susan. Susan, you're his accomplice. Look at how distraught your husband and your daughter are. This secret is tearing them apart. Now, I'm not part of this family, but even I can feel how distraught and how much is ripping apart this family. This carrot and its bite marks, they aren't human bite marks. They're very cartoony. We just need to know how it's done. And I can only assume the worst when you're not coming out and saying it. Because if it's something that was innocent and fun and full of whimsy, you would have just come out and said it. But Phoebe's 21 now, and you still haven't said anything? Susan, I'm going to have you tell me what is going on. And I need you to tell me straight-faced, no lies. Come on.
And I think that's where it'll have to stop because I don't know the answer. So why don't lovely audio listeners in the comments, why don't you try and think of how my parents got the bite mark in the carrot? And it doesn't look like a human bite mark, okay? That would make sense.
Yeah.
And also think it's a big, normal-sized carrot, and then it's just a tiny little bit at the end, you know? It's like it's been eaten, the full thing. And no one's going to chomp down a full, big, raw carrot. I mean, I do think I have thought of some theories, but I'm not going to share them here, because we can compare and contrast in the next episode.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed our little roleplay session.
Well, we're getting to an hour and 6 minutes.
Oh, we're getting there? We're not there yet?
We're past it.
Oh, okay.
More like an hour and 7
in 15 seconds.
15, yeah, I had to do some maths there.
Okay, well, I came up in my own brain for a little segment that we can do in our podcast, because every podcast has a little segment that they do that make it very iconic. So I thought, since we love our audio listeners so much, I think we should describe our outfits.
Okay.
So they have a visual of what we've been wearing this entire time.
That's pretty sneaky.
It's very sneaky. Yeah. Okay.
You first?
Oh, and this is a follow-up because I mentioned earlier that I'm wearing green and you're wearing pink. I'm Brat Summer. Phoebe's...
But the anticipation's just been building
Yes,
this
they've
whole
been waiting
time.
for this. Okay, so, outfit breakdown. I've got a green cardigan from Uniqlo. It crops right at my hips. It's got some nice buttons and some tiny little pockets.
It's lovely.
Thank you very much. I'm wearing a gingham scrunchie on my right hand. Goes with my cardigan. I've got a black cami on underneath my cardigan. And then I've got my new fire strap jeans on with a big ass zipper. I wonder if they can hear it.
And it really is an ass zipper.
Oh, oh my god, it is! Oh my god!
It's on the butt pocket.
It's on the bum section on the left-hand side.
I like the little rainbowy detailing on that pocket.
Oh,
some would say that's some good representation.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be in the LGBTQ friendly bit now. I've got a bit of a rainbow bit on my little watch pocket on the right hand
is that what it's called? A watch pocket?
These little small pockets
that
are in the bigger pocket on the front. Those were used for watches back in the day, and so these are watch pockets.
And now, is that a fun fact? Did someone learn something today?
Yes, educational moment.
Jeez.
And then my belt is just a 2-eyelet belt, which is black and with silver hardware. And these are low waist, and I've folded them once at the bottom. That is what I've been wearing.
I like the belt also.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I wanted one like that. It's pretty nice.
Cheers.
And I'll say they are very lovely jeans. Very cool.
Thank you.
Right.
Phoebe's turn.
My turn. I'm wearing a cream t-shirt with a little waistcoat. It's pink.
Plaid.
pink and black plaid. And then I have my little white cream. No, it's more cream, but brighter cream than a t-shirt. The t-shirt's a bit darker.
Darker cream. It's got a dark side to it.
Yeah. The darkness within, some would say. That's another inside joke.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
The cardigan is from our good friend Nadia. For most of my clothing is hand-me-downs from my friends. I've just noticed there is a stain on this cardigan. I should probably put it in the wash, but it's fine. It adds character.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that noticeable, so...
I mean, I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. It's fine,
so,
don't worry.
Hopefully it'll come out. I'll be fine. Anyways, then I've got some light denim jeans with... They're like carpenter style. They've got little pockets, and where, you know, the little strap where you'd put your hammer if you're a real carpenter, I've tied a little pink bow onto it. And then I've got light pink socks, because you have to match your socks with your outfit. And I have a pink scrunchie on my right wrist.
Oh my god, we're matching with that. Ding!
Ding! And I didn't put earrings in today because I haven't felt like earrings, which is a big change for me. I always put earrings in.
You do.
But I just haven't felt like it for the last 2 days. Don't know what's wrong with me. And then I have my iconic necklaces, a little like choker style one, which is just colourful beads, and then a little
amulet.
Gemstone that I call the ancient amulet.
Yes, ancient amulet.
And that's my outfit.
I love your checkered... Oh, not checkered, because you established it was plaid. Your pink plaid waistcoat.
Pink plaid waistcoat. I really like this pink plaid waistcoat. And we are a music podcast also.
Yes, oh my god.
And thank you.
You're welcome. You talked about jewelry. I'm wearing a silver ring that Joe gave to me because it was too small for him on my right hand. And then I'm wearing one he got for me when we were teenagers on my left hand. And then I'm wearing my golden dolphin necklace, which is a hand-me-down from the Philippines, and then my other golden necklace, which is also a hand-me-down from the Philippines, but this one's got a heart on it, and these never come off. I always have them on.
They're lovely.
Thank you. Oh, and my socks. You talked about your socks. I've got little cat socks, which I got for Christmas last year, and they're my favourite. Nice. And these are the slightly orange ones, because there's another pair which are very similar, but they're slightly pink, not orange. So that's the outfit segment. Thank you for listening.
I enjoyed that. And I mean, we're just so inclusive to our audio listeners.
Yeah. Inclusivity is important here.
Yeah. It's one of our key goals. And yeah. So
thank you for listening to Two Brits Talk episode 2, guys.
It was a bit longer.
It was a bit longer. We got more confident. I feel like the same thing happened where we were pretty awkward at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it slowly became more natural. But I think that's just going to be how it is for all of them. Because how are you supposed to record a conversation and start really normal?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you had it more planned out, or if you have like an intro that happens every time, like it will get you into the flow of it more. Maybe
we need to come up with an intro.
Maybe we start with the outfits.
Maybe that would be better. But maybe if the outfit bit becomes really popular, we need to save it until the end so we get listened to.
True. Maybe there's something else we need to start with, like summing up what we're drinking or what we're feeling like that day. What the weather's like. Everyone loves the weather.
Okay, we're coming up with new ideas. Workshopping. So...
Why don't we get some suggestions in the comments of how we should start our episodes?
Yes, please give us some ideas. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. If you've gotten this far, just to let you know, you're amazing.
You're a superstar.
I'd give you a little golden star. No, actually, I'd give you a golden smiley face sticker like you get in primary school.
I would give them a smelly jelly bean sticker that said great on it, which I think I've spoken to you about
We
before.
did not have smelly jelly bean stickers. Some people get salmon nibbles and some get smelly jelly bean stickers.
It's all about perspective, whatever the hell that means, what I just said. But thank you guys.
Thank you
For listening to Two Brits Talk.